has changed over the course of your career?
I think I've taken pride over the course of my career on being able to, play 5 positions, or at least know, all 5 positions, knowing the commands, knowing, if I'm, guarding a big, what is the coverage? If I'm guarding a small, what's the coverage? Always trying to keep myself in a position where I could be anywhere on the floor. So tonight calls for our team and calls for me to start at center, and I just try to, be ahead of a lot of plays, keep my guards and forwards alert of actions that was going on behind them, and also, just try to keep my energy level up throughout the course of the 40-minute game.
It's your 5th game scoring at least 30, LeBron, and playing at least a lot of center in those previous games. Are those two things connected, or are there things about you playing that position that open up your scoring zone?
No, I wouldn't say that. I just feel like I'm in a really good offensive zone right now.
LeBron, going back to like AAU or Biddy ball, were you ever the tall kid playing center? Was that something that you did growing up? And when did you shift to, kind of playing with the ball in your hands, if you did play center?
No, I never played center in my life before. I've always been on the wing or handling the ball. I think I was a skinny, lanky kid growing up, but I was never the biggest guy or, like the center position. I've always kind of played the wing or, kind of handled the ball.
Yeah.
LeBron, down the stretch, you and Russ were able to get into a bunch of different 2-man game stuff. Fizz said that he thought that was a step for you guys. I'm curious, kind of, what did you see in those moments with Russ and Clutch, and do you think this was something you guys can build on?
I mean, I think it starts with other guys that's on the floor at the time, and obviously, with Melo, Leak, and AB out on the floor, that level of space allows Russ' ability to get into the lane and his ability to pass. And we're just working a 2-man game. And if a defense makes a mistake on our 2-man game, we have enough shooting on the floor at the same time where we can continue to make them pay. As you saw when Melo hit the big 3 by their bench, AB got a backdoor cut from one of the plays that I had, from the plays Russ had, and also Russ was able to walk in for a layup as well because of that space. And Malik, throughout his whole, 40 minutes, he was just a threat every single second he was on the floor. So, it helps when you have those complimentary guys on the floor for any action.
Hey, LeBron, just kind of touching on something Melo said is, the game has obviously changed and you got more centers on the perimeter. Then it's easy for a guy like yourself to kind of get in there and score at the rim. Wondering is there something you enjoy when the game gets small, including the opponent? I mean, Christian Wood was their biggest guy. Is there something that you feel like opens things up for you, either offensively or otherwise?
I mean, I can play any type of basketball game that the game presents itself. This is year 19 for me, and I've been successful at the offensive end my whole career. So if it's a game that calls for a big lineup, I can be successful. It's a game that calls for a small lineup, I can be successful. Because my game is not just one-dimensional. I don't go out. I'm not just a scorer. And I don't have to score the ball to be effective out on the floor. I know how to get my teammates open. I know how to read defenses. I know, everything that our offense needs in order for us to be successful. And, in making this league, sometimes when you don't have it going offensively, you have to be able to still make an impact. So I can do that just off my mind alone.
Ron, can you talk about the young backcourt of Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green? And what did you say to Kevin after the game?
It's 2 dynamic young guys who are very explosive, either, with the ball and with Jalen Green, his ability to come off pin downs and rise and shoot. is going to continue to get better and better as his game evolves. Obviously, the athleticism that both of them presents is really good. What I told Kevin Porter after the game, you know, I think what's going to make him even a more better player is what he's been doing as of late. Obviously, we know his ability to play with the ball, has some of the best handle and shiftiness in our league, but he's also, you know, finding his teammates as well. You know, he's playing the both game. He's playing the 3-level game where I can stay out here on the perimeter, make shots, and get to the paint, make shots, and when the defense, you know, cracks down, then I can make plays as well. I think that's what also can help separate him because he's playing a lot of point guard in his early career.
After this difficult stretch for the team, how big was it for you guys to be able to close it out here at the end and in this game?
Listen, this is the pros. The hardest thing in this league is to win. At any level, any pro, any NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB, you know, WNBA, so on and so on. The hardest thing to do is to win. You know, so it doesn't matter who you're playing against. It doesn't matter who's on the floor. Everyone was drafted or signed or worked their way to this level for a reason. There are pros for a reason. So, you know, anytime you can get a win in this league, you don't take it for granted.
Have you ever thought about when you're going to walk away from the game?
I mean, I know I'm on the other side of the hill compared to the hill I was on before. You know, I know that. Yeah, I mean, I've thought about it. Where I'm at with it, I'm still playing at such a high level. I haven't given it too much thought, but I'm in year 19, and like I said, I'm not going to do another 19, so I'm definitely not halfway in my career. I'm on the other side of the hill, so we'll see where the game takes me. We'll see where my body takes me and my mind. As long as my mind stays fresh and my body just, you know, stays with that, I can play the game. But, you know, I think the game will tell you, your body will tell you, your mind will tell you. And, you know, I've put in enough hours and punched enough clocks where when that time comes, I'll be okay with it.
Last question was Bill. Hey, LeBron, stepping away from the game tonight, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had an essay this week that I'm sure you saw that was critical of your Instagram post, the meme, the Spider-Man meme about COVID. I wondered if you had a response to what Kareem had said, or if you wanted to clarify what you were trying to say with that post.
No, I don't have a response to Kareem at all. And if you saw the post and you read the tag, you literally honestly asking, help me out, help me kind of figure it all out. While we're all trying to figure this pandemic out, we're all trying to figure out COVID and, you know, the new strand. And, you know, in the flu, I think people forgot about the flu. People like literally forgot about the flu during these times. Like that's still going around. It is flu season. So people have forgot about the flu. People have forgot about common codes. That happens, you know, especially with a lot of our kids that's in school. My daughter is in first grade, so a lot of these kids are getting like common codes and getting the flu. But no, I don't have any response to Kareem at all. Appreciate it.
Thank you.